Eddie glanced up at Talia. She gave him a smile made thin by her pain. "We'll make it. It's been a year. We can last another 20 minutes. 1 year. 1 year of academics, fieldcraft, and mock missions, knowing everything: fake embassy balls, live fire exercises, chance meetings with undercover agents in Chestertown. Everything was a test. Talia's only break had been the TGT, the Trainee Grand Tour, which had taken her across 4 continents in 2 months, sampling every menial, low-risk job the agency could offer. And even that had ended in a 20-page evaluation from 6 different supervisors. 1 year of weeding out the chaff. Only 5 candidates remained. Tonight was their final exam. Success hinged on 2 interconnected objectives: extract a Belarusian scientist from an urban environment and use his access code to steal a device from a corporate lab. They had Siphon in hand. Once Blackbag recovered the device and Talia got them all to the extraction point, the rest was pomp and paperwork. She would pass through the black curtain into the CIA's Directorate of Operations, better known as the Clandestine Service. Scott, the candidate who had read back the numeric sequence, broke the silence on the comms. "Green light, control. Code 1 was solid. Blackbag is inside the compound." "Copy." Talia widened her eyes at Eddie in a "here we go" look. "Escort, Siphon's info is genuine. Get him to the bridge." Eddie tapped the screen again. The first window shrank to half its size, and a second window labeled Whisper 2 opened beside it, giving them a bird's-eye view of a walled compound. 4 L-shaped office buildings surrounded a flat bunker. 2 gray figures, her teammates Hannah and Scott acting together as Blackbag, slipped through a gate in the south wall and crouch-ran to the shadows of the nearest structure. Another pair casually strolled in their direction, leaving the central bunker. None of the candidates knew what waited inside that bunker, the infamous sanctum. No graduate had ever revealed the answer. They were spies, after all, and what good were spies who couldn't keep secrets? "Blackbag, 2 guards are headed your way. Use the eastern approach." "Copy. Blackbag is moving east. We'll be at the door in minutes. Control. We need the second code." Talia gave Kayla a chance to reply, but the linguist was busy. She and Borif had stopped at the exit from the square, arguing in whispered Belarusian. "Escort?" "Siphon says the western street will be watched." Kayla turned north, letting the mock scientist take the lead. "He knows a better route to the south." Eddie opened his mouth to protest, but Talia held up a hand to quiet him. She called up a map of the city in her head and looked for a route to the bridge. It would work. "That's fine, Escort. Tell him we need the second code, though." "He says we'll get it when we're out of danger." "Great." Scott's usual pessimism came in loud and clear. "So we play hide-and-seek with armed guards until Siphon gets a warm, fuzzy feeling inside? Escort, shove your gun in his ear and see if that changes his mind." "Negative, Blackbag," Talia said. "That's not how we do business." "Right. I forgot who was running this up. Miss everything by the book." Strange motion on the video feed cut the argument short. Talia watched as the roof of the sanctum expanded to fill the frame. "Eddie, check Whisper 2. You've got a runaway zoom." The SSO tapped the screen, frowned, and tapped harder as granules of cinder on the roof rushed toward the lens. The feed went black. Scott's voice grew tense on the audio link. "We heard a crunch from the sanctum. The guards are moving that way." Eddie locked eyes with Talia. "That was not a Zoom issue." "I know. Redirect Whisper 1. We need to get eyes on our team." Kayla and Borif moved out of frame as the drone left them behind.